Yo, what's up guys? Sanskar here, your host for today, bringing you some seriously spooky stuff. We're talking about the top 5 most haunted, most unexplained incidents in India. Places where logic takes a back seat and the supernatural takes over completely. If you're easily spooked, turn back now, seriously. This is the real deal, the kind of stuff that keeps you up at night, so grab your chai and some pakodas because this is going to be a wild ride. And hey, if you're watching this at night, maybe keep the lights on just in case. Alright guys, buckle up, because our first stop is the Shaniwarwada Fort in Pune. This place has got history, and not the boring kind. It's the kind that sends shivers down your spine. This fort was home to a young prince who met a very unfortunate end. We're talking Game of Thrones level tragedy here, folks. Legend has it that this young prince, barely a teenager, was brutally murdered. And when I say brutally, I mean brutally. It was a scene of unimaginable horror. We're talking Shakespearean levels of betrayal and violence, a tale of treachery that still haunts the walls. And guess what? They say his spirit never left. His presence is felt even today. People say you can hear his screams echoing through the fort at night, especially on full moon nights. It's as if the walls themselves are crying out. Imagine walking through those dark corridors, the air thick with the weight of history and the unseen. It's a chilling experience. Every creak of the floorboard, every rustle of leaves outside the window could be him, the young prince seeking, what? Justice, revenge. We may never know. The mystery adds to the eerie allure of the place. There are stories of people seeing a shadowy figure flitting through the corridors, a fleeting glimpse of the past. Some even claim to have heard the clang of swords, the clash of a battle long over, echoing in the dead of night. It's like the past is replaying itself. Now, I'm not saying I believe in ghosts, but I'm also not saying I don't. There's just something about this place that makes you wonder. What I do know is that there's something undeniably creepy about Shaniwarwada Fort. It's a place where history feels alive. It's a place where the past feels very, very present. The air is thick with stories waiting to be told. They say that those who are sensitive to the supernatural can feel a heaviness in the air. A palpable sense of something otherworldly. Some have even reported feeling a sudden drop in temperature, as if a cold wind has just swept through the corridors. It's like the fort itself is breathing. So, maybe don't go wandering around alone at night, especially if you hear the faint sound of a child's scream echoing through the corridors. It's a place where the past and present collide in the most unsettling way. From a haunted fort, we move on to a haunted house. But not just any haunted house, this one has a story that will send shivers down your spine. Welcome to GP Block in Meerut, where the residents like their drinks strong and their ghosts even stronger. This place is infamous for its eerie occurrences and ghostly sightings. This isn't your typical "I saw a white Sari in the window" kind of haunting. No. This is something far more unsettling and mysterious. Imagine this. You're strolling down the street minding your own business when you spot a house. It looks like any other abandoned house at first glance. Normal, right? Except this house has been abandoned for years. No one has lived here for as long as anyone can remember. Windows boarded up, paint peeling, the whole shebang. It looks like the perfect setting for a ghost story. But wait, what's that? Is that light coming from inside? You bet it is. A mysterious glow that shouldn't be there. People claim to have seen figures inside the house, 4 men to be precise, chilling like it's a Friday night, sipping on their drinks, bathed in the eerie glow of candlelight. It's as if they're having a never-ending party. Now, I'm all for a good house party, but there's something about 4 dudes hanging out in an abandoned house that just screams wrong place, wrong time. It's unsettling to say the least. The story goes that these 4 men were friends, thick as thieves, until a tragic accident took their lives. They were inseparable in life, and now it seems in death too. Now they're back, chilling in their old haunt, perhaps reminiscing about the good old days. It's as if they're stuck in a loop, unable to move on. Some say these ghostly figures are harmless, content to spend eternity in their boozy afterlife. They don't seem to bother anyone, just enjoying their spectral drinks. Others whisper of strange happenings around the house, a sudden chill in the air, objects moving on their own, the faint sound of laughter echoing from within the boarded-up building. It's enough to make anyone's hair stand on end. The most unsettling part, no one knows who these men were or why they haunt that particular house. Their identities remain a mystery, adding to the eerie allure of the place. Some brave souls have tried to investigate, drawn by the mystery and the thrill of the unknown. They come with their gadgets and cameras, hoping to capture evidence of the supernatural. But the house remains tight-lipped. its secrets locked away behind those boarded-up windows. It guards its mysteries well, refusing to give up its ghostly secrets. So, if you ever find yourself in Meerut, maybe give GP Block a skip. Unless, of course, you're feeling brave and have a thirst for the paranormal. Just remember, some parties are better left uncrashed. Alright, enough about spooky houses and vengeful princes, let's talk about birds, but not just any birds, mind you, these are suicidal birds. Yeah, you heard that right. Welcome to Jatinga, a small village in Assam, where the birds have a rather peculiar way of kicking the bucket. Picture this, it's a dark and stormy night, the kind where you just want to curl up with a good book and some chai. But in Jatinga, the real drama is happening outside. As the moon hides behind the clouds, birds from miles around start acting strangely. They fly towards the village drawn by some unseen force and then, bam, they just plummet to the ground. It's like they lose all sense of direction, all sense of self-preservation. It's bizarre, it's tragic, and it's been happening for centuries. The locals have their theories, of course. Some say it's the work of evil spirits, luring the birds to their doom. Others believe it's some kind of magnetic disturbance that messes with the bird's internal compass. Scientists have studied the phenomenon, pointing to disorientation caused by fog and monsoon winds, but even they can't explain it fully. The mystery remains, as thick and impenetrable as the fog that blankets the village on those fateful nights. Is it a natural phenomenon gone wrong? Is it something more sinister? Something beyond our understanding? Whatever the reason, one thing's for sure. Jatinga stands as a chilling reminder that there are still mysteries in this world that science can't explain. From suicidal birds, we move on to an entire village that's been abandoned. No, seriously, I'm not making this up. This is the story of Kuldara, a ghost village in Rajasthan that's been deserted for centuries. The story goes that Kuldara was once a prosperous village, home to the Paliwal Brahmins. But one day, everything changed. The villagers, every single one of them, vanished overnight, leaving behind their homes, their belongings, their entire lives. Poof. Gone. Like a whisper in the wind. What drove them away? Well, that's where things get interesting. Legend has it that the village was cursed by its inhabitants before they left. The story goes that the Diwan, a powerful minister known for his cruelty, had his wicked eye on the beautiful daughter of the village chieftain. He threatened the villagers, saying that if they didn't hand her over, he would unleash his wrath upon them. Unwilling to submit to his demands, the villagers made a daring decision. They decided to abandon their beloved village, but not before cursing it, ensuring that no one could ever inhabit it again. And so, Kuldara became a ghost village, frozen in time. People say that those who dare to spend a night in Kuldara never see the light of day again. Last, but definitely not least, we arrive at our final destination. Dao Hill of Kurseong, a picturesque hill station nestled in the serene hills of West Bengal. But don't let its beauty fool you, for this place harbors a dark side. Now you might think, oh, a hill station, how scary can it be? Well, my friend, let me tell you, Dao Hill is not your average hill station. This place is crawling with creepy tales and eerie legends that would make even the bravest soul think twice about a vacation there. At the heart of all the spooky tales lies the Dao Hill Victoria Boys School, a century-old institution with a reputation that precedes it. They say the school is haunted by a headless boy who roams the corridors in the forest nearby, his footsteps echoing through the empty halls during the holidays. Imagine walking through those hallowed halls, the air thick with the scent of old books and something else, something unnerving. You hear a noise, a soft thud like someone's dropped a book. You turn, but there's no one there. The silence is deafening and the shadows seem to move on their own. But you could have sworn you felt a presence, something cold and unseen, watching you from the shadows. The surrounding forest is also said to be teeming with paranormal activity. People have reported seeing a woman in white, her sorrowful eyes boring into their souls, walking through the woods, only to disappear into thin air. Local woodcutters tell tales of an unsettling feeling of being watched, of hearing their names being called out from the depths of the forest, only to find no one there. They say that the forest holds on to those who lose their way, their souls trapped forever within its shadowy embrace. So if you're planning a trip to Dao Hill, pack an extra pair of underwear because you're gonna need it. But hey, if you're a thrill seeker, a ghostbuster in the making, then Dao Hill is the place to be. Just remember, not all who wander are lost, but in Dao Hill, they might just be. And that's a wrap, folks. We've journeyed through the spooky lanes of haunted forts, crashed ghostly parties, witnessed avian suicides, felt the chill of cursed villages, and navigated haunted forests. India, my friends, is more than just vibrant colors and spicy food. It's a land of mysteries where the line between the real and the supernatural blurs. So the next time you're feeling brave and adventurous, remember these stories. Remember the chilling tales of the supernatural, the unexplained, the downright creepy. But be warned, once you step into the world of the paranormal, there's no turning back. If you enjoyed this spooky roller coaster ride through India's most haunted, hit that like button, share it with your friends if you dare, and subscribe for more spine-chilling content. And don't forget to tell us in the comments which story creeped you out the most. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and don't forget to sleep with the lights on.